In this video, we're going to look at integration by substitution. So remember we talked about these integration rules in class, and we also talked about the idea that there is no product rule or quotient rule for integration. Instead, if I see a product, I'm going to try and think about chain rule, because chain rule in differentiation involved a product. So I'm going to be using this idea to help me integrate by substitution. So let's look at an easier example. If I'm going to integrate this, well, that means that there's some function that would lead to this being the derivative. So I know it would have a power of 6. And then if I think about taking the derivative to get a coefficient of 1, then I would need 1/6 in front. But also if I take the derivative, I'm going to end up taking my 6 down, making that a 5, and then multiplying by the derivative of the inside, which would be 2. I don't have a 2 here, so then I also need a half. So this integral is going to be 1/12 2x plus 5 to the 6th. Well, so I could look at that and know that, but instead let's think about substituting. So with substitution, I'm going to look at the most complicated part and let that be my u. So if u is 2x plus 5, then the derivative of u with respect to x is 2. I'm looking at substituting, so I want to substitute dx. Well, if I multiply to the other side, I'm going to have du is 2 dx. So that means a half du is dx. The whole point of substitution is to end up with something we know how to integrate. The only way I know to integrate this is if I expanded with binomial theorem, which I don't want to do. So instead, I'm going to substitute. So I'm going to replace my 2x plus 5 with my u. I'm going to replace my dx with a half du. So my integral of 2x plus 5 to the 5th dx becomes the integral of u to the 5th times a half du. Well, my rule from before said if I have a constant, I can just take it out front. So I'm going to put that out front. So I have a half times. Integral of this is nice, easy power rule that I know. 1/6 u to the 6th. Well, that's going to become 1/12 2x plus 5 to the 6th. And don't forget your constant at the end.